So let's come and find a comfortable seat. Use a blanket, use a pillow, whatever you need to find a long spine. Resting your shoulders, roll them forward, back and down. Bringing your hands in front of your belly, closing your eyes for a moment. Even it's very new for you being here, trusting you will be able to follow, even you're closing your eyes for a moment. There is nothing to see. Turning your vision, turn it inward. Connecting with your breath. Connecting with your sensations. Letting your breath being natural. Your lips gently closed. And feeling, checking in how you're feeling this morning. For people here in this place, it's the first time for almost everyone, except Yasmin, being here, and Louise, listening to this voice, sitting in this space, still in arriving mode, kind of getting yourself here fully. So all what is still shaking up, let it be. We are traveling so fast, flights, cars, and sometimes body needs more time to arrive. And we wonder why we feel irritated. Like getting up in the morning and you still need to prepare and you wonder, oh my God, we're getting up, it's all so fast. Our world was speeding up like crazy. Not getting a response in the next hour when we send out a message is always already a long time. When I was growing up, we didn't have telephone. We needed to communicate differently, connect differently. And I'm not too old. So in these last 20, 30 years, it's been speeding up, letting yourself slowing down. And this momentum of slowing down can cause quite an irritation. Can bring up loads of stuff. Like we need to slow down with this virus happening. Not allowed to do all what we want. Starting to get angry, frustrated. All it is steering up and slowing down. While you're connecting to your breath. Letting this breath be natural. Gentle, rhythmic, arrhythmic, whatever there is. Since many, many years, people practicing meditation and practicing yoga. And the basic question underneath is, who am I? Who is this one practicing, breathing? Am I an engineer, a nurse, a doctor? Or is there something deeper in you, waiting to be explored? So letting yourself, taking this question of who am I into your practice for this morning. And letting yourself be surprised what is coming up. While you gently start deepening your breath, maybe you want to bring your hands on your body, feeling literally how your body is breathing. One hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. While you start with your pranayama, exercising with breath, you want to filling in your belly deep down, letting it grow, your chest, your lungs, filling your body, and with your exhaling gently, pressing with your hand on your belly inward, exhaling and sucking this belly in towards your spine, internally up towards your heart. Inhaling, letting your belly grow, your chest, your ribs, taking a full body inhaling, and with your exhaling, bringing your belly in. Bring it in towards your spine, gently up towards your heart, activating Mula Bandha, pelvis floor. Inhaling for 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaling 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaling 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your last round. Inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaling 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing your hands. Stay with your eyes closed, still for a moment. Any benefits from your pranayama? Can you feel any shift, any change? Who am I? Getting more open to subtle changes, micro changes. Interlacing your fingers, rounding your spine, and bring your palms of your hands forward, giving yourself a sweet, nice little stretch here. Inhaling your arms over your head, lifting your shoulders towards your ears, releasing your shoulders down. Inhaling shoulders, exhaling shoulders down. Inhaling shoulders. Exhaling down, taking your head, no, separating neck from shoulders, back center, and gazing towards your fingers and towards your belly button. Gazing up towards your fingers and your belly button. Fingers, belly button, staying here for a moment. Gaze towards your belly button, arms staying long. Breathe deep down into your seat. Your whole body is breathing, opening your fingers, exhaling, turning to your left side, right hand outside, left knee. When you follow me, it doesn't matter. I can't mirror you. I'm super bad with left and right. So when you follow me, you just do the opposite side. Inhaling, long spine, rising, exhaling, coming a tiny bit. Exhaling, lengthening your spine a bit. This is it. Breathe. Breath, releasing your shoulder. This shoulder coming down. This. Belly, bring your belly in. Inhaling back in your neutral position. Exhaling, twisting towards your right side. Left hand outside, right knee right hand in line with your spine. Inhaling, bringing your arms back in your center. Exhaling, bringing your arms towards your side, interlacing your fingers one more time and swapping this interlace. So you bring your other finger in front, rounding, really pushing your hands forward, rounding your spine, shoulders towards your ears. Make yourself even more round. Inhaling, your arms over your head. Exhaling, hands on the back of your skull, closing your elbows, bring your chin towards your sternum. Releasing this tension in your neck, in your shoulders. Taking this weight away, bringing your head back into your neutral, spreading your elbows towards the side and leaning back a tiny bit, gazing with your belly button towards the ceiling, with your heart, breath, long spine. Exhaling back into your neutral, arms on your side. Sweep your arms over your head. Exhaling, releasing your right hand, bending your elbow, reach with your left arm over your head. Breathe. Shoulder release, seat pressing down. When your mind starts to wonder, what am I doing here? Why, whatever? Who am I? Inhaling back into your neutral. Exhaling your left hand, bending your elbow, reach with your arm. Maybe you can bring your elbow onto the floor. Seat pressing down, long side. Breath. Melissa, lengthening your arm. This is it. Stretching out your arm. This is it. Breath. Max, releasing your elbow a tiny bit. You don't need to bring it. Yeah, but this is it. Shoulder far away from your ear. Letting this long neck grow. Inhaling back into your neutral. Soft touch of your hands. Bring your prayer in front of your chest, closing your eyes for a moment. And maybe very spontaneously, you do have a wish, a desire, what you're longing. Sunday, tomorrow, we always call it starts a new week. People arriving here want to spend a week here at Omasim. What is your longing? Why are you here? What do you wish from this week? Maybe just resting, eating, don't care for anything. Maybe there is a deeper wish behind. You're facing a challenging time in your life. You're looking for some answers, for some inspiration. Whatever there is, remember. And place this as intention for today's practice and for the rest of the week. Wishing is quite powerful. So being clear what you're longing for as much as possible. Maybe it's still very blurred. Then it is a blurry wish. Needs some more practice to shine through. Inhaling, bring your arms over your head. Exhaling, opening your arms towards the side, reaching forward from your hands, rolling over your knees, finding your tabletop, knees hip width apart, under your hips hands shoulder width apart. Spreading your fingers wide, rolling back the shoulders. Taking a moment for some cat-cow breathing. So you're rounding your spine, gazing towards the ceiling. Exhaling from your belly button. You're pushing your spine up, gaze towards your belly button. Finding your maximum range, feeling this movement in shoulders, feeling this movement in hips. Keep on moving a tiny bit more in your own pace. Exhaling, Yasmin, observe your elbows, stay soft in your elbows. And Sophie, letting your shoulders working so that your whole spine, your spine starts on your top of your head towards your tailbone. This is this whole wonderful length you have. Inhaling, gazing forward, curling your toes. Stay with your knees sliding over your mat. You're rocking forward, rocking back, giving yourself a bit of a warming up. Breath. Finding this whole range, warming in your wrists, in your shoulders. Breath. Lifting your seat, find your first downward facing dog, paddling your feet. Breathe, letting your neck growing long, making some funky faces. Nobody can see you. You're hanging over. Breath. Breath, paddling, warming your hamstrings as if you can massage yourself internally with your hips. Breath, your neck grows long. Breath. Niklas, your feet are a tiny bit far away. Coming back down onto your knees for a second. Making sure your knees are under your hips, your hands under your shoulders. And then you're curling your toes, and from here you're lifting your seat. This is it. It's a tiny bit closer. Bending your knees, and shooting up. This is it. Rolling back your shoulders. Long neck. Breathe. Inhaling, coming down onto your knees, flowing into your child pose. So your knees resting onto the floor, your arms staying long in front of your forehead, meeting the floor. Child pose is the chosen pose when you need to rest, when you need to slow down. Rolling up your spine, vertebra for vertebra. Coming into your kneeling, your shoulders rolling back and down. Sorry, I didn't close. Planting your hands behind you, squeezing your shoulder blades, gaze towards the ceiling. And from here, you're lifting your seat, giving yourself a bit of a thigh stretch. When this is difficult, you always can come onto your fingertips. When this is good enough, or you still can bring a blanket behind and lifting your heart like this. Exhaling, releasing, reaching forward from your heart, planting your hands, curling your toes, lifting your seat in your downward facing dog. Stepping your feet together, lifting your right leg towards the ceiling, and you want to stay square with your hips. Breathe. Most important in your practice is your breath. With your next inhaling, trying to lift it as high as you can. Bending your knee towards your chest, and you're planting your right foot between your hands. When this is difficult, please, you come down onto your knees, planting your foot, your hands, curling your toes, and here you are. And when you have blocks available, you always can place your hands under your blocks. Wo sind deine Blöcke? Sind die hier?
Ja.
Curling your back toes under and lifting your knee. This is it. Rolling back your shoulders. Breathe. This is it. Beautiful. Breathe. Inhaling, gazing forward. Luise, kannst du dein Knie mehr beugen? Inhaling and opening your chest. Exhaling, stepping back in your downward facing dog, stepping your feet together, your left leg, inhaling, spreading your fingers, breathe, lifting your left leg, bending your knees, stepping your left foot between your hands, using your block when you need, finding a long spine, and rolling back the shoulders. Brace long spine, extension, heel, top of your head. Breath. 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 Inhaling, exhaling, stepping back, downward facing dog, inhaling, coming into your high plank. And very often what happens, we come in high plank, bringing all weight on hands, collapsing in knees. So you want to push from your heels that you gain more strength and liberating a bit more your arms. Breath. Lifting your hips a tiny bit more, your belly, Anna. Breathe. With a big exhaling, coming back in your downward facing dog, opening your mouth like really. Two more times. Inhaling. Can you see? You can try when you're letting your knees folding, bringing all the weight. It's really heavy. So you want to pushing your heels, opening your chest. Stay soft in your elbows. With an exhale, I want to hear you here in this room. A big exhaling. Last time, inhaling. Stay, breathe. Exhaling. Inhaling in your high plank. Exhaling, releasing your knees. Stay with your toes curled under, gazing between your hands. And then you're flattening your toes, big toes touching, pulling your hands towards your heart, chin chest meeting the floor, inhaling, sneaking into your mini cobra, big toes onto the floor, thighs opening towards the ceiling, lifting your hands, inhaling, reaching forward from your arms, exhaling, elbows glued to your body. Inhaling, reaching. Exhaling. Inhaling, reach. Exhaling, elbows glued to your body, lifting your thighs, gazing forward, breathe. Long neck, elbows glued, legs long, planting your hands, curling your toes, lifting your seat in your downward facing dog, bending your knees, gaze between your hands, walking your feet forward between your hands, hip widths apart, hugging your elbows and giving yourself a bit of a swinging towards your side, letting your elbows swinging forward and back and feeling this softening. Long neck, soft knees, heavy arms. Letting your arms growing long, bending your knees, tucking your tailbone in, rolling up your spine, vertebra for vertebra, your shoulders rolling back and down, Tadasana mountain. Closing your eyes for a moment. Do you remember why you are here for this week? And in cyberspace, is there anything you long for this week? Setting an intention, being clear what you're longing for, what you're wishing for. Inhaling, your arms over your head, right hand grabbing your left wrist, lengthening while you're pushing your feet into the floor. Exhaling towards your right side, feeling this nice lengthening. Inhaling back into your neutral, softening your knees, opening your chest as if you can hug this whole universe, giving a big, big, big hug. Breathe. Exhaling, rounding your spine and giving yourself a sweet, nice little hug, finding this soft touch, grabbing with your fingers, your shoulder blades. Releasing your arms on your side, sweep your arms over your head with your left hand, gripping your right, lengthening, pressing your feet, and then you're reaching. You want to really lengthening from your foot, your whole side. Inhaling back into your neutral, softening your knees and gazing, really daring, opening your arms, spreading your fingers. Raise and letting your arms crossing, the other arm is differently now on top, releasing your neck. Releasing your arms on your side, sweep your arms over your head, exhaling, bringing your arms around, finding your sacrum, rolling back your shoulders, softening in your knees, and finding a sweet little back bending, opening your whole front side. Stay bent in your knees, inhaling back into your neutral and softening your knees, rolling down your spine, vertebra for vertebra. Bending your knees, stepping your right foot back in your long runner's lunge, gazing forward. Exhaling, stepping back in your downward facing dog. Inhaling, high plank. I can't hear this room breathing. Exhaling your knees, toes, chin, chest meeting the floor. Inhaling, sneaking forward in your mini cobra, flattening your toes, big toes touching, inner thighs towards the ceiling, pulling your hands towards your heart and lifting yourself up a tiny bit more. Niklas, rolling back your shoulders, squeeze your elbows. And Max, rolling back your shoulders, squeeze your elbows. Curling your toes, lifting your seat in your downward facing dog, stepping your feet together, right leg, inhaling. Lifting your right leg towards the ceiling, exhaling, stepping your right foot between your hands, long runner's lunge, inhaling. Exhaling, step, coming halfway, folding forward with your exhaling. One breath, inhaling. Exhaling, bringing your prayer, reaching with your arms, squeezing your shoulder blades, opening your chest. Inhaling. Exhaling from your hips, stay with your hands. You're folding forward, stay with your hands. Opening your shoulders, letting your neck grow long. Bending your knees, releasing your hands, stepping your left foot back. Come onto your fingertips, inhaling, gazing forward. Exhaling, stepping back in your down dog. Can't hear this room breathing. Breathe. We stay here forever when I can't hear you breathing. Breath. It's wonderful. Start lengthening your breath. It's the best nourishment you can give yourself. Breath. Inhaling, come into your high plank, activating your heels. Exhaling, your knees, your toes, chin, chest, meeting the floor. Inhaling, sneaking in your mini cobra. Stay for a moment. Reaching behind, interlacing your fingers, pressing your 10 toes into the floor, belly button, pubic bone. And from here, you're lifting your thighs. Exhaling, releasing your hands, curling your toes, lifting your seat, down dog. Stay here for a moment. Spreading your fingers, rolling back shoulders. Breathe. Stepping your feet together, lifting your left leg towards the ceiling. Exhaling, stepping your left foot between your hands, long runner's lunge. Inhaling, exhaling, both feet. Inhaling, coming halfway, bringing your hands on your knees, giving yourself a waking up on your knees. Reaching behind, in behind your knees. Letting your hands sliding along your shin bones, bring them around and sliding up on your calf muscles, behind your hamstrings, lifting your seat, gazing forward, reaching around, bringing your hands on your thighs, creating more space in your inner groins. Exhaling, sliding down one more time. And you want to come in, you're standing, inhaling your hands, helping you waking up your body. Exhaling, bringing your prayer, closing your eyes. Who am I? Who is this one practicing, breathing, having desires, wishes? Breathe, releasing your arms, sweep your arms over your head. Exhaling, folding forward, bending your knees, stepping your right foot back, stay on your toes in your high lunge, letting your arms swinging like that, right? Hips facing forward, front knee bending, shoulders growing heavy. Inhaling, sweep your arms over your head, shoulders staying down, interlacing your fingers when this is available. Breathe. And you want to bending your front knee a tiny bit more and stretching out your back leg. Shoulders releasing softly. Breath. Opening your hands and come into your cactus arms, gazing towards the ceiling, spreading your fingers wide, bending your front knee a tiny bit more, exhaling, planting your hands, stepping back, finding your high plank, stay in your high plank, please choose. You can do what we've done all the time, you're releasing your knees, chin, chest, Or you want to take Chaturanga Dandasana. You're folding in your elbows, holding, pushing with your toes, lifting your heart. And from here, you're rolling over your toes in your downward facing dog. Breathe. Patrick, spreading your fingers. Thumb and index finger. Breathe. Stay. Is your head long? Extension of your spine. Breathe. Breathe. Stepping your feet together, lifting your right leg towards the ceiling with your inhaling, exhaling, bending your knee towards your chest and reach with your right foot under your left towards your left side. So you're taking a nice big stretch, stepping, pressing your right hand into the floor, letting your legs opening your heart, your belly, and reach with your left arm. Really spreading yourself open. Breath. Breath. Exhaling, planting your hand back onto the floor and lifting your right leg towards the ceiling. Exhaling, stepping your right foot on the outside of your right hand, opening your right foot 45 degrees, lengthening your back leg. Planting your left hand under your shoulder, lifting your right arm towards the ceiling. Exhaling, planting your right hand onto the floor, gazing forward, letting your right leg swinging high. Exhaling, stepping your right foot between your hand in your long runner's lunge, gazing forward, reaching with your arms back, lifting your heart. Breathe in your aeroplane. One more time, swinging your arms over your head. One more nice high lunge. Exhaling, planting your hands and stepping your left foot, meeting your right. Inhaling, coming halfway, folding forward in your exhaling. One breath in your standing. Inhaling. Exhaling, bringing your prayer. Stay here for a moment. Remember your wish, your desire. Press. Releasing your arms, sweep your arms over your head with your inhaling. Exhaling, folding forward, stepping your left foot back, bending your front knee. Come on your high lunge. Maybe you want to place your hands on your hips, finding your balance, arms long, letting them swinging. Breathe. Like that way. Breathe. And with one breath, left foot is back. One arm over your head, releasing your shoulders. Maybe you can interlacing. You're stretching out a tiny bit more. Breathe. Shoulders releasing, Sophie. Breathe. And from here, you're opening your elbows and spreading your fingers wide, finding a sweet little back bending. Breathe. Breathe. Finding your balance. Breathe. Gazing up. Maria, bending your front knee a tiny bit more and opening your chest. Breathe. Exhaling, planting your hands onto the floor, gazing forward. You're stepping back, finding your high plank. Breathe. So please choose what you would like to do. What we've done before, knees, chin, chest, Chaturanga Dandasana. When you would like to learn Chaturanga, then you're releasing your knees, your toes staying curled under. Your spine is long. You're gazing forward, bending your elbows, holding your chest over the floor. And then from here, you're pushing with your toes, reaching forward from your heart, coming on your feet, lifting your thighs. And from here, you're rolling over your toes in your downward facing dog. Breathe, stay. Breathe, stay. Remember this breath we practiced right at the beginning, taking the same amount of time for your inhaling and your exhaling. Bending your knees a tiny bit more and shooting up. This is it. Breathe. Stepping your feet together, lifting your left leg towards the ceiling. Stay square with your hips. Breathe as if there is somebody pulling you up from your foot. Breathe. Bending your knee towards your chest, reach with your left foot towards your right side, planting your hand onto the floor, and then from here, your right arm lifting up, flipping open, dare to flip. Breathe, lifting your hips a tiny bit higher, Sophie. Breathe, lifting them a tiny bit higher. Breathe, and your belly button reaches towards the ceiling. Dare to flip. Beautiful. Inhaling, exhaling, planting your hand onto the floor, lifting your left leg in your center, bending your knees, stepping your left foot on the outside of your left hand. So you want to bring your foot on the outside, opening your foot 45 degrees, your right hand under your right shoulder, lifting your left arm. Breath. Breath. Exhaling, planting your hand back onto the floor, stepping back, finding your lengthening and in your down dog. Exhaling, planting your foot, inhaling, coming into your high plank, choose knees, chin, chest, chaturanga. When you want to learn chaturanga, releasing your knees, your toes staying curled under, folding your elbows, inhaling, reach, exhaling, lifting your seat in your downward facing dog, stepping your feet together, your left leg, inhaling, lifting towards the ceiling, bending your knees, stepping your left foot between your hands, come into your aeroplane, breathe. Breath, inhaling, one more high lunge, releasing your shoulders. Breath, exhaling, planting your hands and stepping your right foot, meeting your left, inhaling, coming halfway, folding forward with your exhaling, one breath in your standing. Exhaling, bringing your prayer in front of your chest. Tadasana, mountain. Inhaling, reach with your arms over your head. Exhaling, folding forward, bending your knees, stepping your left foot back, open it 45 degrees. Those legs lengthening, left hand on your left hip. Gaze over your left shoulder, both legs long, Trikonasana, arms floating up, breath, shoulders down. Doesn't matter how far, this is it, Max, breathe. Doesn't matter how far you come down. And if you have space, you can letting your arm reach towards the ceiling. Breath. Inhaling, as if there is somebody pulling you up, come into your standing. Bring both hands on your hips, and you wanna bring your right foot curling in, so you're opening your feet maybe a tiny bit wider, big toes meeting, hands behind you, rolling back your shoulders. Inhaling, lifting your heart, stay with your hands on your sacrum while you're coming forward only halfway, creating a table, elbows pushing towards the ceiling, pressing your feet, lengthening your spine. Breathe. Releasing your hands under your shoulders. When you need, please use blocks, books, a pot from your kitchen. Lengthening your spine. Breathe. Stay one more breath. Planting your left hand in front of your face on your block, on a pot, and lifting your right arm towards the ceiling, or bringing your right hand on your hip. Breathe. Exhaling, releasing your right, planting your right hand in front of your face on a block, on a pot or whatever you need, and lifting yourself up, making sure you're stacking your shoulders. Breathe, legs growing long. Breathe. Breathe. Exhaling, bringing your hand back under your shoulders, lengthening your spine. You want to lifting yourself up one more and bringing your hands on your hips. Strong legs, strong belly, long spine. Exhaling, releasing your hands, lifting your heart. Exhaling, letting your hands sliding between your feet. Maybe you can bring your head onto the floor, and you can take a nice little headstand when you're used to your practice. If not, please stay. Breathe. And Nicholas, try to lengthen both of your legs and bring your blocks a tiny bit higher. Yes, this helps you more. Opening from here. This is it. Beautiful. Releasing your shoulders. Breathe. When you're coming down, try to, when you come here, to release these shoulders. Always that you do not lifting your ears, letting your neck growing long. This is it. Beautiful. Breathe. Inhaling, lifting yourself up. One more time, hands under your shoulders, and you're walking your arms forward, and see that your hips stay over your feet. So you do not want to coming forward with your hips. You're walking your arms forward like an open-legged down dog. Inhaling, walking your hands back under your shoulders, and then you want to walking. I need to come and see what side it is. And then you're walking your hands towards your right foot, turning your toes, long runner's lunge. Inhaling, coming forward. Exhaling, stepping back in your downward facing dog, balancing your breath. Inhaling, with your exhaling, you want to exhaling, letting your lips hover. 2 more times. Inhaling and 1 more time. Inhaling. Balancing this breath. Inhaling, taking a vinyasa of your choice. Vinyasa means you're coming into your high plank, shoes, knees, chin, chest. When you don't want to do this anymore because you feel you're losing energy, please stay in your down dog, or child pose is always available. Breathe, bending your knees towards your chest. When you are in child pose, please join us in downward facing dog, bending your knees towards your chest, lengthening your arms, shooting up your sit bones, gaze between your hands, hopping, stepping, walking forward. Inhaling, coming halfway, folding forward with your exhaling. One breath, inhaling. Exhaling, bringing your prayer, closing your eyes. Releasing your arms, sweep your arms over your head. Exhaling, you're folding forward, bending your knees, stepping your right foot back. Open it 45 degrees. Both legs long, right hand on your right hip. Opening your torso, long spine. And only then you want to opening your right arm towards the ceiling. Breathe. Stay 2 more big, full-hearted breaths. As if there is somebody pulling you up from your hand, coming into your standing. And this time you want to opening your hips, so your toes floating towards the outside, your heels meeting in your center. For some people, this is really a bit more difficult. So you want to stay maybe here, bringing your hands on your hips. Lengthening both of your legs before you go deeper. And from here, you're letting your knees folding, long spine. Inhaling from your feet, you're pressing yourself back into lengthening your legs, lengthening your legs. Exhaling, folding your knees. Inhaling, lengthening your legs. Exhaling, folding your knees. Inhaling, lengthening your legs. Stay lifting your heels, balancing on your tippy toes. Exhaling, stay with your heels up, bending your knees, balancing. See, this helps you opening your hips a tiny bit more. Releasing your heels, lengthening your legs. Bringing your arms over your head with your inhaling. Exhaling, bringing your arms towards your side in the height of your shoulders. Bending your knees. Breathe. Exhaling, rounding your spine. Bringing your hands in front of you. Inhaling, opening your chest. Gazing towards the ceiling. Exhaling, rounding your spine. You can bring your heels back onto the floor. Inhaling, opening. Exhaling, rounding. Inhaling, opening. Exhaling, your last time, rounding. Inhaling, opening. Bring your arms over your head, lengthening your legs. Exhaling, bringing your arms on your hips, your hands on your hips. Opening, bending your knees, long spine. Arms on your side, inhaling over your head. Exhaling in your goddess pose, cactus arms. And this time your palms of your hands want to face your head. Breathe. And we want to take 3-4 lion breaths. people cyberspace, I need to go to the other side. But we take lion breath. You stay, breathe. So you want to squeeze in your face, making it very small, bringing all the energy deep down into your belly. And from your belly, you're opening up, letting your tongue come out and your eyes opening, a big exhaling, like inhaling, bring it all in, exhaling. Inhaling, in, one more time. Softening your breath, stay. Inhaling, lengthening your legs, lengthening your arms, parallel your feet, your heels reaching to the outside, folding forward, your hands under your hips, shoulders, sorry. Inhaling, lengthening your spine, exhaling, folding forward. One more time. Maybe you feel you have a bit more openness in your hips. Breath. Stay here. One more big breath. Breath. Inhaling, bringing your hands back under your shoulders. Hands back on your hips. Breathe. Inhaling, coming into your standing, letting your heels one more time coming towards the inside, toes pointing outside, lengthening your legs, lifting your heels, balancing on your balls of your feet, hands on your hips. And then from here, you want to folding forward, creating space in your inner groins. Stay with your hands on your hips, or you reach with your arms towards your side, index finger and thumb wanna meet. Breath. One more big inhaling. Exhaling, releasing your arms. And from here, you wanna walk with your hands towards your left foot. Long runner's lunge, gazing forward. So you want to see the screen, or you want to see this beautiful wall here. Exhaling, stepping back in your downward facing dog. People, please choose child pose, down dog. One more vinyasa. Inhaling in your high plank. Exhaling, chaturanga dandasana, upward facing dog. Exhaling, Leo, when you come, please spreading your fingers, opening your hand. This is it. Stay soft in your, this is, look, this different. From here, lifting your seat, downward facing dog. Breathe. Spreading your fingers, max, opening your hands. Rolling back your shoulders, shoulders far away from your ears. Breathe. Balancing this breath. Same amount of time of your inhaling as you're exhaling. Finding this silence, this stillness. Softening your face, your lips, your tongue. Effortless, you stay in your down dog. Bending your knees towards your chest, shooting up from your seat. Breathe. Gazing between your hands, hopping, walking, stepping forward. Inhaling halfway, folding forward in your exhaling. One breath in your standing. Exhaling, bringing your prayer in front of your chest. Closing your eyes for a moment. Bringing your hands on your hips, we want to take a balancing pose, working our balance, working our fristi, stepping your feet together, and from here in your tree pose. So you want to softening in your left knee, spreading your toes, lifting your right and open your hip. You can plant your foot on the inside, on top, calf muscles, or you help with your hand reaching higher in your inner groins. It doesn't matter where your foot lands. Maybe today is a day you stay with your foot next to your left. More important, long spine, stable breath. Prayer, hands, breathe. And letting your arms flow over your head. Softening in your fingers, softening in your wrists, in your elbows. When we balance, we have this tendency getting super tight. I need to concentrate. So letting yourself being open like a tree. Staying in the wind, in the storm, in the sunlight, day, night, breath. Bring your prayer in front of your chest. Bring your knee back in your center, lifting your knee. Planting your foot onto the floor, giving your hips a nice little shaking. Stepping your feet, lengthening, focusing, breathing, and you're lifting your left, opening your hip, toes, calf muscles, or helping with your hands coming into your inner groins, hands on your front of your chest. Do not use your knee. Max, come a tiny bit lower or a bit higher. We have this nice little tendency giving because we can kind of get a really nice hint. You're hurting your knee. So you want to come a bit lower or a bit higher. Do not press against this beautiful joint. Breath. Arms over your head. Shoulders easing and be playful. Standing here, softening your fingers, softening your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders. Breathe. Imagine you are this wonderful big tree you love, gazing at it. You are this tree and you're facing all what is here. Inhaling, bringing your prayer back in front of your chest, your knee back, lifting your knee, planting your foot onto the floor, a nice little hip dance, shaking these hips. Stepping your feet, inhaling your arms, exhaling, folding forward, bending your knees, Uttanasana, coming into a table, letting your arms swinging, and with one breath in your Uttanasana, fierce pose, making sure your tailbone comes in line with your heels, your knees folding, knees together, feet together, long spine. Exhaling, folding forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Lifting your heels, bending your knees and lowering down. Letting yourself balancing on your toes, bringing your hands on your knees, index finger and thumb on me. Please stay here, working your balance, working your frishti, your inner focus, finding peace, softness, or you would like to take one more nice little challenge and finding an arm balance. So you're letting your knees opening towards the side. We come into our crow, arms long. Take your crash pad, in front of you, if you like, your bolster, planting your hands under your shoulders, spreading your fingers. So you don't want to come too far away and not too close. You want to find your distance where you can spreading your fingers. Your elbows stay next to your body, your shoulders coming down. Spreading hard between your hands. Your gaze 20, 30 centimeters in front of you. And this stays when you start to go further. So your heart between your hands, you're gazing forward, lifting your seat. You're gazing forward. You do not gaze towards your toes. Bending your elbows a tiny bit, planting your knees on your upper arms, under your armpits. And from here, you want to try bringing some weight on your hands, and you can take it rocking forward, rocking back. Breathe. When you're opening your chest a tiny bit more and gazing forward, you can even lifting yourself higher. Breathe. This is it. Breathe. People used to the practice, please taking a flow, jumping back, taking a vinyasa. Come on, Melissa, you can do. Come on, come into your crow. And then from here, from your belly, you want to jumping back. So you have your knees on your upper arms. Maybe you need to rest just your toes for a second. You're gazing forward, and then from here, floating back, taking a vinyasa. Inhaling, nice. Exhaling. Try it. Come on, give yourself an experience you've never practiced before. Breath. Yeah, cool. This is it, Max. This is it. And when you want to exhaling and jumping back, you're exhaling from your belly. You're gazing forward from your heart, trusting you can hold you in your elbows. You don't need to do it. It's just nice and playful. And your next move, yes, it's coordination. Your next move is come into your downward facing dog, bending your knees, flow into your child pose, reaching with your fingers around, forehead meeting the floor, gathering energy. So, slowing down the way we started, creating this huge big wave, slowing down, starting from stillness, becoming more active, being fiery, explosive, and then you're slowing down again. Tucking your tailbone in, rolling up your spine, vertebra for vertebra, come in your kneeling, sitting on one side, swinging your legs in front, hands pushing your flesh towards the side in your staff pose, hands next to your hips, shoulders over your hips. When this is difficult, please bending your knees and rooting down from your heels. For some people, hamstrings tight, psoas muscles tight, doesn't matter. Condition we face, what to do. Breathe. Inhaling your arms. Patrick, come a tiny bit. Maybe you gently want to, just a tiny bit. When you're rooting down from your heels, really bringing energy in your heels and pressing them down and pulling them slightly, that you can lifting yourself up. Long spine, even longer. Fight. Arms, inhaling. Reaching forward, belly meets your thighs, folding forward. You can use your belt if you want, or you stay bending your knees. Nicholas, bending your knees a tiny bit. And then you're folding forward from your belly. Maybe you want to hugging your knees and with your arms, hugging these knees with your arms. Breathe. This is it. Like this, you find length in your lower back. Inhaling, gazing forward from your heart. Exhaling, coming into your sitting, bringing your elbows next to your ribs, marching forward with your seat on the first 3/4 of your mat, folding in your knees, planting your feet onto the floor, reaching forward from your arms. Come a tiny bit forward, Melissa, that you can rolling back, that you have your mat really in your back. This is why we are marching forward. And it's a really nice training for your belly. Bending your knees, reaching forward, and then slowly, slowly you're coming down, planting your feet, and you're lifting yourself up. Exhaling slowly, slowly, rolling, 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 and you're coming up again. Exhaling, meeting your shoulder blades, really coming down, meeting the shoulder blades. Inhaling, coming up again. Exhaling, pressing your feet, rolling your arms, flowing over your head, pressing your feet into the floor. And you want to lifting yourself up one more time, pressing your feet, lifting yourself up. Breathe, lengthening your legs, lengthening your spine, folding forward. Inhaling in your sitting, exhaling, coming down. Long legs, arms over your head, and choose what is more difficult, with legs long or with knees folded. You wanna coming back, choose the more difficult one, pressing your feet into the floor, and you're lifting yourself up. Arms lengthening, folding, inhaling, and you're rolling down onto your spine. Bring your arms over your head, bending your left knee with your arms, reaching around, getting your knee, pushing your knee towards your chest. Inhaling, lengthening your leg towards your ceiling, pointing with your toes. Exhaling, flexing your feet, and you're lowering down, very gentle, slow, letting your leg coming down, releasing your toes, bending your right knee, hugging your right knee towards your chest. Breath, lengthening your leg towards the ceiling, pointing with your toes, exhaling, flexing your feet, and lowering down, very slow, lowering down your leg and letting your toes, releasing, lifting your arms towards the ceiling, reaching high that you can, lifting your arms out of your shoulders, falling slightly into your neck. And from here, you're releasing your arms, softening your arms, bringing your chin towards your sternum, resting your arms next to your body. Shavasana. Your last asana. Taking a huge, big inhaling with a nice thigh, letting yourself soften. Your eyes turning inward. Your lips gentle and soft. If you would like to have a blanket, point with your finger. I can bring you one. Sorry, people in cyberspace, I can't. Shavasana, corpse pose. Gentle, letting your breath. Remember one more time your wish, your desire for this week. Staying at Omasim or being wherever you are. Letting your heart unfold. Natural breath, soft skin. And there's a beautiful quote from Marianne Williamson. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people will not feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we lay our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. And gently and softly reconnecting with your breath, letting your breath become fuller and stronger. Maybe it turns in playing with your fingers, with your toes. Maybe you want to reach with your arms over your head, giving yourself a nice stretching, or there is a movement missing. Folding in your knees towards your chest when you feel ready, and flow towards your right side. With your left hand in front of your chest, press yourself up and find a comfortable seat. planting your hands in Anjali Mudra in front of your chest with your eyes closed. Remembering your wish, your desire, and we want to finish with one deep, long sounding Om, starting all together, finishing, sealing this practice, inhaling. Thank you for practicing yoga with me this morning. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. Thank you very much. Enjoying your breakfast here for people staying.